Welcome to an experience similar to ones that you've had before. Yes, another podcast featuring a couple of guys who think that they're funny. Two men, one microphone. This is Spoiled Rotten.
That's right. It is Travis and Zane. Where did you go? Where did you? Oh,
there I am.
You're hiding. All right. So,
Hey.
how are you, Zane?
Oh, I'm good. It's Tuesday. I got to do my podcast with you.
Yeah.
From a new setting, it looks like.
I know. Yeah. Do you like my new place?
I do. It's very sterile.
Hotel-y? Yeah. Yeah, I'm live from Anaheim, California. I'm here for the weekend, or the whole week. I was supposed to go on a cruise, and then March happened, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, that's fine. At least we'll still have baseball. I still had a Dodgers game to go to, had an Angels game to go to. That's out the window.
Nope.
Governor of California just announced that they're closing down all restaurants except for takeout and outside eating. So
they're back to phase one. Is that's what it's called, right?
Kind of.
Phase
it seems like it. Yeah. In the speak of Ohio, they're in phase one. So yeah, it's been awesome. So I don't know if we have time for this, but I want to tell you.
Yeah,
we checked into a hotel, Embassy Suites in Santa Ana. It's supposed to be great. We get there, yeah, and we had two cars that we're taking. And they're like, also, it's $22 a night to park each car.
Whoa,
which they did not tell us about.
That is pricey.
Yeah,
$22 a night,
right? And so they said also because of COVID, we're not cleaning out your rooms every single night. So you have to take all your trash every day. So take your trash, just put it outside, and we'll pick it up every once in a while.
While you're there.
Right. The housekeeping wasn't cleaning our rooms.
I thought you meant like between guests. I was like, what?
Oh no, they changed it. They cleaned it between guests, but they wouldn't clean it like while we were out for the day.
Yeah.
So there's that. Then when we got there, after about an hour or two, the alarm went off. Fire alarm went off. Okay. And it went boo, boo, boo. Said that we need to get out. We were on the 8th level. We were on the 8th floor. And my aunt has oxygen. She's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And there was no way, because the elevators are shut down during a fire alarm, that there's no way that we could have walked her down 8 flights of stairs. And then so we get her down 8 flights of stairs, and then they're like, oh, false alarm, go ahead and come back up. And so we went back up 8 flights of stairs again.
Wow.
And so we're like, man, this does not look fun. We're not really looking forward to this at all. And then later that night at about 1:30 in the morning, the alarms went off again and stayed on for an hour.
No.
Stayed on for an hour.
An hour?
An hour at 1:30 in the morning. And I already had jet lag. Like, we got there early in the day. We hung out with family, friends. It was an awesome time. But by the time we got back to our hotel room, it was about midnight, and I was exhausted.
Yeah.
And by the time I actually got fully asleep, the alarm went off and stayed on for an hour. Dude. And that's just part of it, because then our air conditioning kept switching to heat.
Yeah.
We asked for it to be fixed the very first day. No one came up to look at it. We asked for towels. 6 hours, not a single towel was brought up to our room. There was a person in the lobby in his underwear just screaming obscenities at people.
Holy cow.
And they were like, sir, we need you to get back into your room. We saw numerous people in the parking lots doing crack, drugs in the parking lots. 4 or 5 people knocked on our door completely high. There was trash in all the hallways because they said, hey, put your trash in the hallways. We'll pick it up. No one ever picked it up. Went hours without anyone picking it up. Party in numerous rooms, loud music. We looked for ice. We went to 4 different floors for ice out of an ice machine. All 4 different floors didn't work.
Well, happy vacation, man.
It was great. Yeah,
it was awesome.
So we decided that we were going to go somewhere else. We got refund for 1 day, no parking charges for the whole time that we were there. And then we came to Homewood Suites, which in Anaheim, just about 20 minutes away, and fantastic. Like, everything about this place has been great. They've been amazing to us. Extremely clean, extremely sterile, not a single alarm the entire time that we've been here. So it's been great the last 2 days. So
good.
There's that. Yeah. Good. So it was a rough few days at the first time. But man, it became a very fun story. So,
dude, what a whirlwind.
Yeah, it's been fun. But it's been nice just being able to chill out, hang out with family that I don't see that often that live out here. So it's been very nice to do that. So,
well, it rained really hard here.
Did it? Oh,
yeah. For like, an hour.
You know what we didn't see?
Rain
at all. Nothing.
None?
It's been, I think the coldest it's been has been 88.
Well, I mean, it's hot out here too.
Yeah.
I mean,
no humidity.
Brag, but
zero humidity. Nothing.
Well, you know
no
what?
humidity at all. Which
we're not here to talk about humidity.
Yeah. You know what we need to talk about?
Movie news.
Yeah, we'll get a theme song or something for movie news eventually.
Yeah, I gotta work on that. It'll just probably be going movie news.
All right, so first thing, tell me what you think about this, Zane. Okay. In Paris, they are celebrating the fact that they're able to open up their movie theaters again after closing them for COVID. Yeah, and so they are doing something to celebrate it: a floating movie theater. So it's called.
Can you make this bigger? This right here, or is that the size that it is?
No, that's the size you're getting.
Is that like a drive-in with boats?
That is a drive-in with boats, with electric boats. So 150 people,
all right,
are going to be able to go into 38 different boats.
And hey, Jeremy, you cutie beauty. Sorry.
Yeah, and they're going to sit the boats in the water while they watch this movie called Le Grand Bain, a comedy about a group of men who start a synchronized swimming team. And they call it Cinema sur l'eau, which means cinema on the water.
Is this like a really popular movie over there?
I have no idea. I've never heard it.
Nothing says.
I'm not that well versed in French cinema, but
wow.
Yeah, I mean, looks pretty fun. Not really. I wouldn't be able to handle it at all.
Yeah, nothing says welcome movie theaters like synchronized swimming
or a drive-in movie theater, but on water. Like that just sounds. That sounds terrible to me.
I can see the appeal of it, but what if you have to pee?
I just aim off the boat.
Just stick your butt up the side of the boat and drop a deuce.
Right. I don't know.
Also, you're gonna if you drive your car away, like the ground doesn't move. Like if you're like in the middle, you gotta pivot your way through it. And you got to go in between boats, and people are bobbing up and down. Like, you're just disrupting everybody at that point.
It seems so weird and not the best way to watch a movie. Like, I would not like to watch a movie that way at all. So what do you got? Zane?
I got this coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
To a streaming device near you is NBC's Peacock. That's right.
Woo!
Right there. Look at us, man. We got graphics and everything.
That's right.
We're so professional now. I'm so happy.
The professional way to do that is to not brag about how professional we are.
It is at first. And right now we're bragging about it.
Right now we need to brag about it. Okay, that makes sense.
So I got some notes.
Peacock.
NBC is getting into the streaming game with Peacock coming out tomorrow, July 15th.
Woo.
Peacock will include the station's favorite series like Parks and Rec, 30 Rock, and more. Also debuting are some movies like Psych 2 and Lassie Comes Home.
It's Psych 2, Lassie Comes Home.
Lassie Comes Home.
Yeah, that's the whole movie.
And
man, I'm excited about that one.
Like Shrek and Jurassic Park.
Woo.
And I was doing some research on my pre-stream poop.
Yeah.
That I usually take. Okay, so you can get like a free trial for 7 days.
Oh.
There's actually going to be a free version of the service.
Really?
It's going to shut up. It's going to have like hella ads.
Okay.
And it's going to shut off about a third of the programming available to it.
Wow.
So I would imagine.
But hey, it's free.
My thoughts are like your Parks and Recs, your The Offices, the 30 Rocks. Like you're not going to be able to watch without paying for it.
Right.
And I don't know if this is like a special rate or not. But it's going to be $30 a year. Which isn't hateful, but this is with ads. This is to get that third of programming, that exclusive programming. Apparently, they're going to have some Peacock original material as well, which is weird because I would be like, why wouldn't you just put that on NBC?
Right.
But if you want it to be ad free for a year, it's $80 a year.
That's not,
which isn't hateful month to month, but
no,
it's that
month to month
shock of the annual charge seems
right.
It seems high to me.
It does. It does seem a little high.
Oh, look, Chris is calling us studs.
A little abrasive.
Thanks, Chris. No, I like it. Chris. I like to keep complimenting us.
Oh.
What else?
Thanks, Chris.
Okay, so it should be available. I'm assuming the app is going to be available tomorrow.
Yes.
It won't be able to stream on the PlayStation 4 until July 20th. And as of right now, there are no deals made or in the works to be streamed on the Amazon Fire TV.
Right.
Or, and this is a big one, the Roku, which I thought was weird. Like Roku's like, I know most people I know have Roku.
Right. HBO Max isn't on Roku yet. Or really? Amazon Fire streaming. So
yeah.
But okay, so Zane, tell me this.
Yeah.
I already have Netflix. Right. I have Amazon Prime TV. I have Hulu. I have HBO Max. I have all of them. I have Disney Plus. Why do I need Peacock? Tell me why I need Peacock.
Because you can pay for it. I'd really like to come up with I assume I don't know. Maybe you know. We discussed this a little bit. Maybe like Parks and Rec and The Office are going to be off of Netflix.
Right.
I don't know. I saw something in the article I read about like licensing deals, so it still might be licensing to Netflix and but then I'm also, why are you giving like your biggest properties away to something people already have? So I don't know.
That makes sense. So yeah, it looks fun.
And
I might have already put in my $80 to watch it.
Did you really?
Maybe.
Also, they're going to stream the Olympics.
Oh, that's almost worth it on itself.
People might pay for it just to stream the Olympics. You know, once that comes around. I forgot to mention.
That's really nice. That's
good. Like I said, they're going to have Peacock originals, so I don't know if those are going to air on NBC at some point in time.
Right.
But
I personally am a huge fan of Psych. So I watched the TV show, loved it. There was the first movie.
Yeah, I want to say I watched like 2 or 3 seasons of that show.
Yeah,
but I enjoyed it quite a bit. That was on USA, wasn't it?
USA, which is owned by NBC. So,
well, there you go.
There you go.
So you get to see Monk too, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. So next, we got Shia LaBeouf in the news.
Shia LaBeouf.
So he's coming out with a new movie called The Tax Collector.
I already know what it is.
Yeah. So he's coming out with a new movie called The Tax Collector, and Shia LaBeouf is the method actor, the kind of guy that will get a full torso tattoo.
Yeah.
Not just a fake one. Get a real torso tattoo.
Real forever tattoo.
Just because that's what his character would be, to help him get more into character. What do you think of that, Zane? What do you think of?
I think you could. I'm not crazy about it.
No,
I mean, as somebody who is tattooed themselves, quite a bit of tattoos. This is just me. Maybe it's the impulsive part of me. If a studio was willing to pay for an entire body tattoo that I was already planning on getting tattooed anyways, I might be like, you know what? Let's do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to pay to get my entire, like, he has this.
Yeah.
Like,
the whole thing.
Neck to waist. Just
the whole thing.
Covered in this big mural of, I think, like a skull, holding like a girl or something like that.
Yeah, the tax collector is about this guy that goes around and pretty much collects taxes from certain gangs in, I believe, LA. Yeah. And it's all about how, like, the gangs aren't afraid of everyone except the tax collector, and that's him. Yeah. And it's about him going through that. Like, I watched the trailer, looks really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if he needed a full tattoo to get that done.
We've all seen Suicide Squad, and Jared Leto, like, head to toe.
Oh,
lots of makeup time, but
he
doesn't have to wear it for the rest of his life.
Yeah, unfortunately, we all have seen Suicide Squad, and
is it time for your special time of this?
Yeah. So, as we're talking about Shia LaBeouf, we're going to be going into a new
weekly segment.
A new weekly segment called "Let It Rant."
Oh, I thought it was
since I make it rant. Yeah.
Dang it, Travis!
I'll change it. It's "Make It Rant." Let it rant.
Job.
I showed that to you earlier, and you were like, "Okay, that's fine." I see now. I understand the whole point.
Not let it rant. God. All right, do the thing.
Okay, so first,
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to squander your.
No, it's cool. No, you're cool. You can rant about the fact that I screwed up your play on words, but
yeah, well, we'll do that with the correct graphic next week.
We'll make it the correct graphics next time. But anyway, I cannot stand method actors. So Shia LaBeouf, like, doing this drives me crazy because why don't you just act? Why don't you just act as if you have a full tattoo? Like, just act.
Yeah,
like, that's what you're getting paid to do. You don't need to go through all the stupid little things that you're supposed to. Like Daniel Day-Lewis. Did you know that Daniel Day-Lewis, when he was filming Lincoln, he stayed in character the entire time, whether he was filming or not? Sally Field, the person that played his wife, in the movie, said that she never actually met Daniel Day-Lewis. She only met Abraham Lincoln. She said that when he would text her, he would text to her as if he was Abraham Lincoln. He would text to her in that olden time language.
Was every text like, "How the hell does this thing work?"
I don't know. Every text was like, "Dear Molly," like as if he was writing a letter to her.
Molly,
as Abraham
can
Lincoln.
You believe it? There are automobiles all over the place.
It's so like. She's like, I didn't understand it. She's like, it was fun, but she's like, I never met Daniel Day-Lewis. I do not know who he is. And then when he filmed My Left Foot, a movie called My Left Foot, he plays a guy that has cerebral palsy.
Okay.
So anytime that they weren't filming, he stayed in character.
Yeah.
And he had to be carried from one place to another because of his cerebral palsy from his crew. His crew had to hand feed him. Had to like spoon feed him every single meal because he acted as if he had cerebral palsy the entire time. Like, that's just ridiculous.
For the performance of a lifetime? Was it a
performance of a lifetime? I don't.
Wasn't Lincoln pretty good?
Lincoln was okay. Yeah, it was all right.
I heard good things.
It was all right.
I'll look up the Rotten Tomato score. Go ahead.
So anyway, next we have Christian Bale. Christian Bale lost 60 pounds to be able to play this guy in The Machinist.
Yeah.
And like, he is skin and bones. That's it. Like, he was so unhealthily skinny that people were concerned that he was going to die on set.
Yeah, he's pretty gross right there. Like,
he is extremely gross.
His ribs go in and then his back comes back out.
Right.
For the record, if back to the Lincoln thing, because I looked at the rating. If you're gonna go to the lengths that you went to I need a 95 or above percentage.
Yeah, and what did he get?
89.
See,
89.
Wasn't worth it. Was not worth it. So Christian Bale does that for The Machinist. 6 weeks later, he is filming Batman Begins, and he looks like that.
And you verified that. You verified.
Yeah, 6 weeks.
Weight gain.
Took 6 weeks to gain all of it back in muscle. That's ridiculous.
Actually, for the record, The Machinist only 77%. So, was it worth it?
Was it worth it? I don't know.
Did he get an Oscar? Like, I mean,
I don't know.
That's and like, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So then Billy Bob Thornton in Sling Blade. Did you know that for him to get that little shuffle walk, he put broken glass in his shoes and walked on broken glass the entire time?
What?
He played that character. That's how he was able to get that little famed shuffle walk that he did.
Really?
Yeah. That ridiculous. There's no point. Like there's just figure out how to shuffle walk and do it that way. Like these are actors. You should be able to learn how to act as if you have.
He did get a 96. He got a 96.
A 96 and like a performance of a lifetime.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to know in the chat, was it worth it for a 96? Would you walk on glass for a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes? I think I might.
I don't know.
If I was an actor, almost as good as an Oscar.
This one I kind of like, but Robert De Niro, when he played Taxi Driver, got his actual cab driver's license.
Did he really?
Yes, he got his cab driver's license and did 12-hour shifts before filming as a taxi cab driver in New York City.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Also a 96.
And then like in the middle of true, but also in the middle of it, like when they were like, all right, we're done filming for the day or let's take a break, he would go drive people around.
No,
he would turn on his cab sign and just start driving.
I think that's cool.
And take passengers everywhere. That was cool. Like, I think it's still ridiculous, and there's no reason for an actor to have to do that.
Like,
but
no, that's.
But it's still crazy to me. And then let's go back to Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
This isn't even the most ridiculous thing that Shia LaBeouf has done. So Shia LaBeouf got the full torso tattoo.
Yeah,
but also what he got. When Shia LaBeouf heard that his countryman character, Charlie Countryman, which is another movie that he was in, when his character dropped acid during a scene, he wanted to make his big screen portrayal of the act as realistic as possible. So he prepped. In order to prep, he took LSD, filmed his trip, and then sent the video off to his co-star Evan Rachel Wood for feedback. And then the day after he got his role as the World War II soldier in Fury, which is a great movie, amazing movie, he joined the U.S. National Guard.
No.
He was then baptized, accepted Christ into his heart, tattooed surrender, and became a chaplain's assistant to Captain Yates for the 41st Infantry. He spent a month living on a forward operating base.
What?
And then he linked up with his cast and went to Fort Irwin. He pulled out a tooth, knifed up his own face, and spent days just watching horses die. And he didn't bathe for 4 months.
This is
just
for
to play. Country? No, for Fury.
Oh, that's a lot.
The dude's crazy. And like, there's a line, man. Like, I get it. Like, you got to do whatever you got to do to get into the character's head, but that's too much. Like,
that's too much for a 76.
That's way too much. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand it. And like, that's why I just had to let it rant.
Make it rant. Oh, I like that. That's why I had to make it rant.
We're
still figuring out the segments, y'all. We're
a work in progress. We're a work in progress. Yeah.
Very nice.
I have to figure out something to rant about every single week, but that's all right.
Oh, you guys want to say hi to my kid? He's just pushing the door open. Don't mind him.
Look at that.
Give me 10 seconds. I'll be right back.
But anyway, so as Zane fixes that, I just want to let you guys know, now we're going to get into Ant-Man. Isn't that right?
Yeah, whatever you said, man.
I could have said anything, and you would have been like, "Oh yeah, sure, whatever." But yeah, so we're gonna get into Ant-Man, the 12th movie. We have done this for 3 straight months. Can you believe that?
3 months.
3 months.
12 weeks in a row.
12 weeks in a row. This is our halfway point.
This podcast period, like
23 weeks, 23 movies. This is our halfway point.
Look at us, man. I think this is our just past the halfway point.
Yeah, I mean, this is the halfway mark. Like, this is our second half. We're getting into the second half of the series. So,
do you like this?
Yeah, I like it. It was great.
Like
it looks good. It looks weird, but I dig it. I dig it a lot. So
sorry.
What did you think? No, you're good. What did you think of Ant-Man?
Oh, okay. So you texted me earlier today, and we were talking about where do you rank it? Because that's always the first question. I see you just like, have you watched Ant-Man yet? Have you watched Ant-Man yet? Have you watched Ant-Man yet? I watched it 2 days ago.
Okay.
And I was avoiding your question of what my ranking on it was because I feel so conflicted about this movie.
Okay.
Because there are aspects of it that I enjoy, but they're so outshined by the aspects of it I don't enjoy. That being said, when we're talking about the things I do enjoy,
what worked for you?
Movie's pretty funny. Yeah. The end boss scene is just
perfect
right there. It's beautiful. Like all these explosions, and you just see these little toys just falling over. That was absolutely hilarious.
Oh, it was amazing.
And I don't usually like him. What was his name? The guy from Fantasy Island who I didn't like. Michael Pena?
Michael Pena, yeah.
Playing Louise.
Man.
Pretty funny. His whole crew, pretty funny.
His whole crew. T.I.
Yeah, T.I. The other guy whose name is
European guy? Yeah.
David Dastmalchian.
Yeah, that guy.
So that guy. I enjoyed them. I thought they were pretty funny. They were really funny. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And now all right. So I agree with you. Let's go into let me tell you what I like about it as well. So first of all,
start out.
I love heist movies. I love them. Like Son of a Gun, I'm in. Every single heist movie.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, Son of a Gun, I'm in. I get it. Like I love them. Like I was just watching Ocean's 8, because it was on TV, and I love heist movies. So it's fun. I like that. And honestly, man, I think that Paul Rudd and Michael Pena are just so cool in this movie. Like they're just
I thought they played really well off of each other, man.
They play very well off each other. They're just fun, lovable people. And like I think that first I ranked it pretty high in my rankings. I'll go ahead and say that. And I think the reason why I ranked it pretty high in my rankings is two things. One, I didn't expect much of Ant-Man. Because it's Ant-Man. And they made the movie. Edgar Wright was supposed to direct it. Edgar Wright was supposed to write it, direct it, and they had difference of opinion between him and Marvel. So he bowed out, and then Peyton Reed came in. And at that point, I thought, oh, it's going to be garbage. If you don't know who Edgar Wright is, he's the guy that wrote Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz.
Oh, is it?
He directed.
Isn't he in it? Isn't he like the main guy in those movies?
No, that's Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg, that's what I'm thinking. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but Edgar Wright also wrote or directed Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Great movie,
yeah.
Fantastic movie.
So when he left, I thought, like, with not much time left to go before the movie was supposed to come out, I really didn't expect much of it. Then I watched Age of Ultron, which left me disappointed, as we talked about last week.
I liked it, as we talked about last week.
And so going into Ant-Man, I was like, man, this movie's going to be terrible. And it ended up being pretty good. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. After rewatching it, I understand, like, I probably would have rated it a little bit lower if I had the whole scope. But, I mean, I think it was a fun movie.
So, to your point, with the going into it because like I try to come into all these movies pretty open-minded, try to come at it straight, and I was like, I didn't know anything about Ant-Man at all. Like Guardians I'd seen before, all the heroes up to this point, like I at least know what their backstory is coming into it, through them just having been around forever. And I think Ant-Man's been around a long time too. I just a little more obscure, didn't know him as much. And I was watching, I was like, man, it's just like the plot of this movie,
very thin,
not bueno. It's like, I have a suit, I want the suit, movie. Like that's the entire movie.
That's it. Yeah,
that's the entire movie. I sent you a text that I said, this movie reminds me. What did I say? I want to get it word for word because I'm not remembering clearly right now. It was I said it's like if Guardians of the Galaxy had a baby with a Disney Channel original movie, and I stand by that. And I don't know if that's he's Ant-Man. Like I understand that these are his powers, but it feels very. That's where I'm talking about the Disney Channel. Like I control bugs. I can move them with my mind. And I'm like, this is stupid. But it was very funny. I gotta keep saying that because it was very funny.
It was very funny.
Not as much as Deadpool made me smile, but it made me smile.
Right. But yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, it was a very thin plot. And I think that it was more just let's introduce Ant-Man and all that he can do, and let's get him ready for the rest of the MCU because he was like Ant-Man is one of the original in the comic books. Ant-Man is one of the original Avengers. Really, he's been it from the very beginning. Yeah, wow. He's actually the one that created Ultron in the comic books, not Tony Stark. Yeah. So, like, a lot of the plot points that Ant-Man should have had, or had in the comic books, was given to other people. So that kind of takes away from his persona already. I was plot points that he should have. Yeah, but I think that this movie did all right in introducing him, letting us know who he is, what he does. Yeah, and I think Paul Rudd did an amazing job at getting his personality. Like one of my favorite lines in the entire movie when he was like, "All right, we need your help. We need you to do this for us." And he's like, "Yes, I am done. I am done being a criminal or sneaking into places and stealing stuff." He's like, "What do you want me to do?" And he's like, "I need you to sneak into a place and steal some stuff." And he's like, "Oh." And so like that kind of humor was awesome to me. I think Michael Douglas, for the little bit that he was given, did all right.
See, and I couldn't disagree more.
Really? You didn't like Michael Douglas?
Michael Douglas at all in this movie.
Wow.
I was like, wow, he is so bad. I just like, one
thing I really didn't like.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go.
Okay.
It might have been how.
But what I thought was.
It might be how little direction he was given with the role. Right. But like, I was like, I was like, what are you doing here? Like, why do you need to be, it felt so, he felt out of place the entire movie. And I thought his daughter felt out of place the entire movie. I'm like, she's super mad. And this whole time she's over here like, give me a chance. I know how to use the stuff. I know how to do this. I can do all this. And then she does it. I'm like, you know, she's got a freaking point. Let this girl do it. She knows how to do it, apparently.
But it was a very heartfelt moment when he came into the car and was like, "Hey, I'm expendable. You're not. I understand."
Boo! Also, my biggest qualm with the entire movie. Hang on, I wrote it in my. I took a note about this specifically because it made me mad when I saw it.
Okay. We're waiting.
Right. The only way to get to this suit is through a tube that is 5 millimeters wide, and the end of this tube is guarded with a laser grid.
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay. So if that's not a blatant either.
Yeah.
How are they like, oh, this is the only way we can get to it? When it's like, no, I clearly devised this trap for catching you in this suit, this very specific way. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, they would not have put this tube here. And everybody's like, yeah, let's go for it. That's a great idea. And in my head, I'm like, he knows. He knows. And then, like, how did they not go, oh, this is his trap? Like, there's no reason for this tube to be here. Justify this to me. It's like, hey, I'm putting cheese on the end of this mousetrap. I hope you don't grab the cheese. Like, it's obviously a trap. As soon as he said it, I was like, how thin is this plot? That they're like, you know what? 5 millimeter tube. Like, if it was a 5 millimeter tube, that's one thing. But it's very specifically designed with a laser grid at the end of it to cut up anybody that might try to get through it. I'm like, yo, if he didn't want you in there, he wouldn't have put the tube there in the first place. Sorry, I'm getting really hyped about this, and I'm sorry. But it made me so mad when I saw it. I was, sorry. Go ahead. I don't have anything else to say. I'm just mad about that. Anybody agree with me in the comments,
of course.
by the way?
No,
come on.
I understand you. I agree with you. That was very thin part of the plot as well. But obviously none of them have seen the Rick and Morty episode of the heist heist movies, because like after watching that episode of Rick and Morty where they just completely tear apart every heist movie that's out there. Now I see it and I'm like, okay, this was ridiculous. Okay, here's the same plot point. All right, here's the same trope that they pull in every single heist movie.
Everything was so predictable in this movie.
I get it.
Everything in this movie.
But it was fun.
No, it was funny.
I enjoyed it. It was fun.
There were
now watching it was pretty fun.
I think the funny Paul Rudd and Michael Pena, man, they were holding it together.
Yeah, they were.
And I'll give it to Darren Cross, the guy who played Darren Cross, whose name is Corey Stroll.
Right.
Although I did not think that he had a lot to work with, he looks like a bad guy.
Yeah.
And he acted like a bad guy.
Right.
That's all I got. That's all the stuff I got to say, man.
All right. So let's get into our power rankings. So where did you rank this one?
All right.
Out of the 12 movies that you've seen, this goes where?
This goes, I think, right above Iron Man. Yeah, at number 9. Thor
right
was
above
bad.
Iron Man 2.
The Hulk will forever remain the worst movie on this list. I feel like if I were to re-rank things, I might put Thor right above Iron Man 2. Now that I've seen more of them, I don't know if I like Iron Man 2 as much. Right. But Ant-Man, man, it's low on my list, man. I wasn't crazy about it. It's got it out in that lower quarter down there.
All right, so
third, I guess.
I went a little bit in the opposite direction. So I decided, that because right after Age of Ultron, which was very disappointing to me. I put it at number 7, right below Avengers.
Is high.
I just think that I think it's mainly because I really want to hang out with Paul Rudd. I think Paul Rudd's just a very likable guy, very fun to hang out with, and every single part from here on out that has Ant-Man in it, I love. I love everything about Ant-Man, and every other movie that he's in. Moving forward. Great. So
this one shouldn't be number 7, but that's just me.
I will probably change it. It'll probably go down.
Did you see this movie? I gotta ask. When making this list, how many times have you seen this movie, or was it just the one time?
Probably just the one time. Just the one time.
Would you keep it as high as you have it there?
Probably not. I think honestly, I think Guardians is above it now already.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Number 8, I'm not sure about.
So
right. So Rotten Tomatoes, where do you think it landed on Rotten Tomatoes?
I like to usually shoot the gap between what you think and what I think.
Mhm.
What percentage would you give it? Personally,
I'd say probably about an 88, 87.
I'd probably give it about. Well, I know that the lowest one is Thor, which I think was like 65. So I'm gonna shoot the gap between 88 and 65. I'll say like 78.
83.
Okay, I would not. That's 5% off.
Yeah,
not that bad.
Yeah, not bad. But 15th, right in the middle, pretty close to dead center.
Yeah,
in the middle. We have a lot of middle of the road movies to come, according to Rotten Tomatoes. So, only one more movie that we haven't seen. Rotten Tomatoes says is worse than that. What's that?
I said it mostly goes up from here, except
it mostly goes up from here. So that's good.
Good.
That's good. All right. So, you ready for some trivia?
Is it time? Everybody in the comments, if you're watching right now, we're about to do trivia. Play along at home. I'm gonna turn off the comments on here.
Question 1.
If I need help, I'll look to you guys.
Yeah. So, what is the name of Scott's manager at Baskin Robbins? Is it A, Dale, B, Dave, C, Kurt, or D, Hank?
I think it's Dave.
Dave?
I think it's Dave. Or Dale.
Dave?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Dave.
Dave? Final answer. Incorrect. I'm sorry. The correct answer is Dale. You should have went with the other one. Dave is actually the guy that's
minus one letter. Come on.
Dave is the guy that's actually played by T.I. That's his character's name.
Great.
Kurt is the European guy.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't Kurt.
And then Hank is
Hank Pym.
Michael Douglas. So there's that. Dale is the guy at Baskin Robbins, which I think is one of the funniest scenes in the entire show.
He's like, I'll obviously have to fire you. Like I said, it was funny seeing Paul Rudd wear that Baskin Robbins uniform.
Right. And the guy's like, give me a burger. And he's like, dude,
anything
Baskin
that's hot and fresh. He's like, will you help this moron? Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Okay,
man, so sad.
Question 2.
Yeah.
Before Baskin Robbins, what company was originally scripted for Scott to be hired by?
Ooh.
So
which product placement?
Original, right. But they backed out because they didn't like the negative annotation. Yeah, the negative look that it would have given their company. So is it A, McDonald's, B, Chipotle, C, Applebee's, or D, Dairy Queen?
I like to think that this scene is the exact same. Where he's like, just give me a burger, but he's at Chipotle. McDonald's has got a lot of stuff, man.
Right.
Hard to pull that off there. Dairy Queen has food. Applebee's has food. Chipotle is one specific food. They never pay for advertising ever, though. Oh, it's got to be fast food, though. I think Applebee's, like, if he was a waiter, that would be too high status for his character to be in. Dairy Queen's the competitor. Makes it an obvious choice for answer D, but it was D on one of the questions last week, and you really made me mad with that. That's supposed to be the outlier, not even an option. I'm gonna stay with Chipotle.
Chipotle,
final answer.
Final answer. That is correct. Chipotle. You figured that one out. Man, you ripped that one apart. Such a good job. So yeah, Chipotle was like, yeah, let's do it. And then they read the script and they're like, oh no, we don't want to look like we fire convicts, even though we do. And so they're like, no, don't use us.
We just don't want people to know it.
Right. And so Baskin Robbins was like, yeah, we'll laugh at ourselves. That's fine. And they They did it. Any company that's willing to laugh at themselves and willing to poke fun at themselves, I'm always a fan of. So Baskin Robbins, you got a fan of me from now on.
I gotta think that like Baskin Robbins, like because Baskin Robbins is one of those restaurants that like only exists in tandem with other businesses, like with a gas station or with a Dunkin' Donuts. Like it can't sustain its own its own building on its own.
True.
So I mean, yeah, they didn't have a choice. They were like, we need some promotion. Put it in the Marvel movie. That's fine.
All right. So you got one wrong, one right. We got one more question. See how we do. What was the working title used during the filming of Ant-Man? Was it A, Chicken Little?
Or like the secret name?
The secret name.
Okay.
The name they used as the secret. Was it A, Chicken Little?
Okay.
B, Bigfoot? C, Small Soldiers? Or D, Large Marge?
Okay. I have a thought in my head that I think is the answer for this one.
Okay.
Are you ready for my reasoning?
Oh, I'm born ready. Let's hear this.
Question A, the answer was A. Question 2, the answer was B. It would make sense that in order to keep me on my toes, you would move the answer to a different answer.
Okay.
Like C or D. But maybe you knew that I'd be like, I don't know. I'm just going to throw it out there. So I'm going to go with B.
So it has nothing to do with the actual questions.
I'm lost.
The actual answers have nothing to do with it.
I'm lost.
You just want to play. You want to play head games with me.
I'm playing mind games.
You're playing mind games with me. Okay. All right. So B.
Is it B?
Is it B? Let's see. Let's take a look. Are you ready for B?
Yeah. Yeah. What? Get out. Yeah, I'm so excited right now.
Oh man.
Mind games.
Yeah. That's exactly That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, man, I did A and then I did B, and I'm like, see, no, let's put it at B again. Well done. Well done.
Don't hate the player.
Oh man, that was good. That was good. All right.
I'm so happy.
All right. So
Ah,
MVP. Who's your MVP?
Michael Pena.
Yeah.
Hands down. He was hilarious.
Oh man. I just want him to explain things to me all the time.
Right.
Like, give me those stories. What do you think of Stan Lee's?
New?
Right. What do you think of Stan Lee's cameo?
It was, oh man, it was right there at the end. Because I almost missed it. What was it again? He was
the bartender. He was the bartender in Michael Pena's story, and
pretty solid. I like that one quite a bit.
And then he's like, "That lady's super fine." Then it goes, Stan Lee's like, "She is super fine," and so that was fun.
I don't know. Maybe Anthony. Anthony was pretty solid. I like
Anthony. Yeah, rest in peace.
What's his name? The guy, the wing guy, the dude from the fought.
Oh, Falcon.
He was pretty.
Falcon was fun. Crystal Allen wanted to let you know that you've never got this excited when we won a trivia.
Yeah, well, I wasn't playing against Travis then.
True, that is very true. So yeah, we used to be on a trivia team, and
rotating.
We would win all the time because we were awesome. And I've never seen Zane get that excited over trivia in my life. That was fun.
It was the mind games. It wasn't even the winning the question. It was, first of all, this is the first week, and I probably
in a long time.
I think this is the second time since we've been doing the midweek marathon.
Yeah, that
I've won. That I've got more than 50%. So I feel pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. I'll take my 60% in.
Can only go up from here.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
So my MVP. Man, I'd love to say Michael Pena as well, but I can't because that's boring. But I'd have to say Paul Rudd. Like Paul Rudd again carried this.
You give an MVP to the main character?
Yeah, absolutely.
What about the horn on the van?
The horn on the van was awesome. Actually, you know what? Okay, I changed my mind. The MVP was his daughter. She was awesome. She was awesome. She was like, "Are you trying to catch my daddy?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're looking for him." She's like, "Hope you don't catch him." So that was fun. And then when he gave her the extremely ugly rabbit,
and
the
she
bunny,
was all about it,
and she was like, "Oh, this is so ugly. I love it." Like that. That was pretty cool. So yeah, she gets the MVP for me.
All right.
But anyway, are you ready for next week? Next week is a big one.
I don't even know, or what are we watching next week?
It is Captain America: Civil War.
Ooh, this is the one I fell asleep at the drive-in to.
Oh man! See, I think that
like super long, isn't it?
It is very long. And you have to rely on knowing a lot of the backstory of all the characters. Like it doesn't really coddle you, and that's why a lot of people that haven't watched the whole thing fall asleep pretty quick. So
yeah,
watch Civil War. It's going to be fun.
Yes.
I just want to give a shout out to my trivia team. Daryl wanted to let us know that he misses us. Miss you too, buddy.
Yeah.
2020 does suck.
2020 is not bueno.
No, not at all. And then Crystal wanted to let you know that your deductive reasoning was impeccable, which it was. That was great.
I was rather stoked about it.
Yeah. And then Sweet Man Bun.
Hey, thanks.
It is very nice. It's growing in pretty well.
It's getting longer, man. It's moved from right on the top of my head like a troll doll to far back where it's supposed to be, and it's very awesome. Nice. I only have 2 bobby pins in my hair right now, so don't mean to brag, but
wow,
it's a good deal.
That's
and
impressive.
Then we got this whole back situation.
Oh wow,
the mohawk thing going on. It looks nice. It is what it is. It's
right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see everyone next week. Thank you so much for watching, you guys.
Yeah.
Share my
screen. Share my screen.
Check it out.
We're to do it right this time.
It's on. Yeah, it's on. It's ready.
It's good. It's going.
Yeah.
You can hear it.
Yep, I can hear it. We can all hear it.
Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to Spoiled Rotten Movies. We do this live stream on Facebook and YouTube every single Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And, follow us on Twitter at Rotten Boys, Rotten_BOIS. Follow us on Instagram at Spoiled Rotten Movies. We never post anything, but do it anyways. You can find the podcast on Breaker, Anchor, Google Podcasts, iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts at. And we'll try to do better next time. And we love you all very much. And watch Captain America: Civil War.
This has been
Bye.
Spoiled Rotten Movies.
Bye. Freeze game.